banging flex.
What's up, y'all? It's Real Talk with T and
your boy Jay, aka Unknown Secrets, aka Mr. Heavenly Hands, aka King J.
Okay then, King J, period. So y'all know we dropped our first introduction video on YouTube. Go watch it. And we're coming on here today. It's Tuesday. It's tacos, titties, and tequila. So we're gonna kick it off with some have you ever's. James.
Hey, you want to go first? You want to do paper, rock, scissors?
Yeah, come on.
So what? Paper, rock, scissors, shoot?
It's rock, paper, scissors,
Rock,
shoot.
paper. You know what I mean? Damn it. You ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Don't worry about it.
Let's get it. Go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Get your ass in there.
Have you ever had sex with somebody at their job? Not your job, their job.
I didn't need a drop off before.
If they work at the same spot, then their job too.
Ain't it good?
Sponsored by Johnny Vegas.
Ain't it so good? Tastes like coochie.
Oh man.
Is she a vegetarian? The goddamn Jolly Rancher.
Hey, you know.
Alright, have you ever snuck away at a family function to have relations?
Not my family.
It don't have to be your family. Anybody's family. His family, cousin's family, somebody's family. You let him in. Go ahead and drink up. Enjoy that.
Say it's something about almost getting caught.
Something about it.
Lock the door.
Gotta live
Hey,
dangerous.
loud in here.
Right.
That makes it better.
You better not get us caught.
Right.
Right. Oh my God. Damn. Oh my God. Have you ever? I'm gonna say an easy one just to make you drink. I
I
know.
might not be drinking.
Have you ever pulled a woman's hair during sex?
All my girls been bald here.
Yeah.
Don't touch my hair. Have you ever, or would you ever, have sex with a massage therapist that's giving you a massage? If it got down to it.
Niggas ain't shit.
So you think it's shot now or later?
I ain't got no one.
We pour you up. Go ahead and get it together.
Let me show you how you make this Johnny Vegas. Take a little shot of Don Julio. Get a little Don Julio right there. Then you get a little bit of this watermelon punko.
Puckarooski. That's what that is.
Just give it a little flavor. That's all it is. Like that,
You gotta have the wings with it.
right. Then make it fly. A little bit of Red Bull. That thing sizzle.
90% liquor, 2% pucker.
I ain't got that yet. See,
Take it to the head.
Go ahead.
Shot.
that's what he said.
Yeah, it is. Catch it. Catch all that. Catch all that. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
I got the woman catchers right here.
Oh shit.
That shit ain't going nowhere. We gonna catch all that and do
Little
it.
X-rated.
Little X-rated. That wouldn't be me if I ain't get a little nasty.
So that includes our Have You Ever edition of TNJ. So what's this main topic talking
That's
about?
what I want to know.
Alright, so before we get into the main topic, I had a question. Did you see the Netflix series on Dave Chappelle?
Yes, I did.
What did you think about it? As far as, the controversy between, the LGBTQ plus trying to shut down the special being, he said some things, and that, how do you feel about, them trying to shut him down for being free of speech?
I mean, I just feel like everybody got freedom of speech. Everybody should be able to say what they want. Just because it's known on TV and because of Dave Chappelle and who he is, should he be shut down or should Netflix shut him down or whatever because of that? No, he's just speaking his mind. Everybody got their own opinions about a lot of things. It's a lot of things that people have opinions about with the LGBTQ community. People can talk about whatever they want to talk about. Whether if he put it into his act, whether he's talking about it amongst his friends or family, whatever, it's getting talked about anyway. So because he has a program on Netflix and he's talking about it nationwide, they should shut it down? I don't think so. I was talking to somebody and they said LGBTQ can talk about everybody. They got all their little side words and they little slick stuff. And I'm not homophobic at all. I love my LGBTQ community, but it's real facts. They talk about everybody and have all this other stuff going on, but as soon as you mention something about somebody that's LGBTQ or somebody in the gay community or something, it's automatic offensive coming off. Like, oh my God, like, y'all want to be the most hardest people, but y'all get so offensive or offended when somebody says something.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like when Dave Chappelle was talking about any other race or even his own race, it's funny. It's always funny. But as soon as you say something about LGBTQ plus, it's, oh, you're homophobic. Just because I say something about that don't mean I'm homophobic. And at the end of the day, he's a comedian. That's what he does. That's the way he expresses himself. That's the way he releases stress or he talks about everyday topics. Because I think even one of his closest friends that passed away was transgender.
Yep.
And I think what happened was the LGBTQ community turned their back on their own because she supported him. And she ended up committing suicide. Now, we don't know if that's all tied together, but the simple fact that you turned your back on your own person in your community because she supported her friend, that goes to tell you right there. It's like, where's your love for your own people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like, it's a good special. He opened a lot of eyes. He, got a lot of stuff off his chest. And a lot of stuff people was thinking about, he said it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, freedom of speech. If you can laugh at one joke, you should be able to laugh at all the jokes. Because he said a lot of stuff about coronavirus and killing people. He said a lot of stuff, and it was fun.
Everybody okay with that
And the
stuff.
fact that he said, my problem ain't even with gay people. It's them white motherfuckers I don't like. And everybody laughed, and it was no problem.
Right.
So it was like,
So when it's race or something thrown in there, it's no problem. With shit that we dealing with for real or coronavirus. Look how many people we done lost because of coronavirus.
He even said it too. He said he had coronavirus and he was out here touching stuff. He probably done killed a lot of motherfuckers.
You know what?
Like, he said a lot of
he
stuff.
said, I was at home. He said, the whole time, I never got sick.
I had no symptoms. I had symptoms, but I didn't get sick. Yeah, he's like, it's just he don't have a problem with gay people.
Like y'all ain't hip to the old, like the old school
glory
shit.
hole. Like, so yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think Netflix is gonna shut it down because one, the man has too many shows on Netflix as it is. He made them way too much money.
He could do a pop up anywhere in America or somewhere else, just randomly. Oh, Dave Chappelle, I would pop up. Like I was mad when he came to Detroit. Man, I was mad when he came to Detroit, and I ain't go to there. I ain't know nothing about it. I was mad. Yeah, he did that in Detroit.
Yeah, it was in Detroit.
See, he was right at home. See there.
Yeah, he was right there. So I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think Netflix pretty much made a statement saying that they're not gonna shut it down.
He made too much money.
Yeah, he paid. They paid him way too much money. He done brought them way too much money for them to even do that.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna shut it down either.
And at the end of the day, he's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? At what point, when did we start censoring comedians? Comedians, if you look back in history, comedians been talking about everyday stuff since the time. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to censor them because of one community that don't like certain things.
Right.
It's because they won't like all right. It's a difference when I think when it come to comedians. Like it's like the Dave Chappelle's, Eddie Griffin's, Patrice O'Neal's, and it's like the Kevin Hart's. And like Kevin Hart's not like joke funny to me. Like I don't feel like I watch Kevin Hart and I feel like I got something from that.
Yeah.
And he's funny, like expression funny. Like if I hear Kevin Hart jokes without his face expressions, it probably wouldn't be as funny.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like this how you
See,
say.
I love Kevin Hart though. I think
But he's not
stupid funny.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. But you just said it. Stupid funny.
Yeah, I always
Like
say
it.
he's stupid funny. So it's like,
Just naturally funny. Like just looking at this motherfucker is
yeah,
funny.
you having
So,
a bad day, you go watch the Kevin Hart. Just his, like you say, his facial expressions. I said that earlier.
Yeah.
You sitting there looking like that facial expression, like really?
Because he used familiarity,
Yeah.
like shit that you can relate to. So it's like
Like the Patrice O'Neal's, the Dave Chappelle's, the Eddie Griffin's, the Paul Mooney's.
Oh, yeah.
Those people talk about real stuff on top of their comedy. You know what I'm saying? They open your eyes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid to test the limits. Like, okay, this is what I'm feeling about this certain situation. So I like them because when you leave their shows, you leave laughing, but you also learn something from them too. So that's what I like about them.
even Cat Williams. Cat Williams just got like he was saying too much.
Yeah, he kind of
he
like
started
went to
saying
the
too
rant
much
with
to
it, you know what I'm saying, more
they got
so
on
than
him.
adding into his show. So yeah, I mean, I feel it. You know, Netflix did the right thing by keeping it. I don't think they should have shut it down based off of that.
What about the baby? You think the baby was wrong for what he said?
I think
Or
it's
did you
wrong.
watch the whole thing first? Because what they showed you was different from when I watched the whole thing. It was like they showed a little clip, a little bit of this, to make it seem like the whole thing was this. But in
What did the baby
context,
say?
he said he was pretty much trying to get the crowd like pumped up. If you got money in your pocket, if you ain't out here with AIDS, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but he was saying that to get the crowd pumped. He was just saying anything that would have came to his head. I don't feel like he just deliberately, just if you suck, like nigga,
He said if you don't have AIDS, he wasn't just saying, if you in the LGBT community, if you don't have AIDS.
It's straight
He just
women that can
saying
have AIDS.
Right, he just
Yeah.
saying anybody. If you don't have it, make some motherfucker know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they only took that little clip. Even with Dave Chappelle, if you watch that whole episode, it's not like how they tried to make it seem like the whole thing was just about this.
Yeah.
But they're going to show little clips that's going to make it seem like it's that. So it's like,
And don't that sound familiar? Like anything when it comes to black people, even with us getting killed by cops, they only show you a little bit of something. They don't show you the whole substance.
Yeah.
They only give you that little bit so you can paint that narrative in your head that, this person's a bad person, or this person, or if a cop kills a person, it's, look at their Facebook, look at that person's Facebook
that
page.
person
They're
went to
holding
jail
guns.
before.
Yeah, they've been to jail before. They did this, they did this. They
Smoke
give you that
weed.
short little clip for you to change the narrative, not even knowing the person's backstory. So,
Right.
you know.
But they probably did way more fucked up shit growing up into the meth. Okay.
You basing this person's whole existence on life based on a little Facebook picture because I had a gun one time when I was 19. I threw it up in my profile picture.
A motherfucker-
I'm a thug or I'm a gangster because of that.
A motherfucker can go to prison
This
for
is-
murdering, come out a pastor. So
Yeah.
you can't really judge somebody off what they did in their past all the time anyway.
You
So.
right about that. And I feel like you got to go through something anyway,
Yeah, to
and
be
be
a
able
better
to, to be a better person.
Yeah.
because they glorify the cops all day. Or on the other side of the story, they glorify them to the T. Oh, he was a 5-star lieutenant. He went to the army. He served. They gave us all backstory.
What
on
the
him.
fuck
Probably
did
was
you go there?
was planting drugs on people.
No, he killed like 6 people before this. He was on leave of absence and all this before this. So yeah, I mean, they always chop stuff up just to make the narrative look good on one side, not the other side.
Same.
Off topic too. It ain't off topic, but what you just said. I say that anyway. You know how like somebody passed away and you be like, oh, but now he's in a better place. He's with the Lord. Like,
You
how
don't
the
know.
fuck y'all know?
You don't know. That's
Like,
what
I ain't being
yeah.
funny, but it's like, how do you really know that he with the Lord? Did he make his peace with the
Yeah.
Lord? Did he, like, how do you really know? It's like, no matter what funeral you go to, I only been to one funeral where they actually said, we're going to pray and hope that they're with the Lord. Like every other funeral be like, well, they're in a better place now. He's with the Lord. He's rejoicing. You be like, that nigga don't act like that.
Right.
Man,
That's true.
that nigga looking
Like,
for some Hennessy
this
right
nigga-
now.
So he passed away.
Right, he shot three
This
niggas
nigga was
like
over
that.
here. He done shot little baby in the. Yeah, that's just so funny though. So like I said, people just automatically think people going to heaven when they pass away, and it just be like, I just be sitting in the funerals like. We don't really know.
Right.
I guess we'll never know. But
Okay, so let me pick your brain on this. So you're talking about funerals and people dying. What is your feelings as far as like reincarnation, like coming back? Do you believe in heaven and hell? Do you believe we come back as a different entity, or what's your state on that?
I mean, to me, that shit kind of weird. I don't know. I
So
just,
weird.
I mean, for real, like, the human body a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Like, to me, it's just bad. But to come back as something like I can't believe, like, spirits, okay, spirits, all that. But like to sit there, watch somebody die, watch them get buried, and they be like, oh, they spirit already left their body. Well, shit, they ain't got no more breath in their damn body. So, I mean, I kind of struggle with that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I struggle with that.
Do you know most people that got near-death experiences stuff say they have outside of their body experiences that's over their body?
Yeah.
That's a damn demon. Like, that's I mean,
Like they
I
like
feel like
as far
once you
as far
die-
as them seeing they self is what I'm saying. So that's
They
some
see
type of
themselves
outer,
laying
yeah,
there, kind of like type, or
yeah.
Like, do you believe in all
They
that?
was
Like,
drinking.
Oh look,
you believe in like
look.
ghosts and all that stuff too?
I mean, yeah, I believe in witchcraft. Like, I believe that shit real. Like, I watched some on Facebook today. But she was like, oh my God, my brother passed away. I'm so sad. Brother, please come to me. Come to me. I swear to God on my life. I told my mama this earlier. I said, Mom, I'm thinking about doing this. I said, because I want my daddy to come to me in my dream. The girl said, if you want him to come to you, she said, write a letter, put it in an envelope, address it to his last known address, put your address on there, stick it in your pillow, under your pillow, get a glass of water and sit it next to your bed and go to sleep. My mom was like, no. Call her if you know her. Tell her don't do that. It's witchcraft. Her brother's not gonna come to her. She's gonna stir up something from hell, from the devil. And I'm like, I'm not calling that woman. Thanks for telling me. Now I won't do it. But I'm like, shit. No, I'm not calling her. But I'm like, I believe in witchcraft, all that. It's really spells out here. Literally, it is. It's really spells out here. Like, I went to school with a girl who used to do witchcraft. She just set a bitch hair on fire. We in class, and she like, yeah, Ebony hair on fire right now. I'm like, bitch, how you know? And then the whole school get on lockdown and all this shit, and the ambulance coming because her hair really on fire. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you got in that backpack? A voodoo doll type? Like, I believe in that. That shit is really real.
Yeah, I went to school in Louisiana, so I know it's real.
Yeah.
So I already know
If anybody
it's
got a voodoo with me, lick the clip right quick.
real. Do some good shit to it. I need
Right.
shit.
But for real, so
I believe in it. Like, I believe in, the saying they say, you've been here before. I feel like, our spirits leave our body, we come back in another form. You know what I'm saying? We don't remember our old form, but we come back as something different. Like, I believe, like, when you have certain dreams about certain things, that's your other life that you were in. And then just to pinpoint on what you're saying about spirits and, your pop's coming back, I've had numerous occasions where my dad has talked to me in my dreams. Like, when my father first passed, my dad actually talked to my mom in her dream. Like, she said they was sitting in the living room where we stayed at the time, and he was sitting there telling her he was good, saying he's not hurting anymore, and he wanted her to come with him.
oh wow.
And she was saying, at first she would say, okay, I would. But then she's like, well, we have James. He still needs us. You're gone, so he needs me. So she was pretty much told me, she wondered if she would have said yes, would she have died in her sleep that night.
Oh wow.
So it's like stuff like that. And then, like I said, myself, I think last month, I had a dream of my dad. and he was just pretty much talking to me, telling me he was proud of me. He was still watching over me, and like I pretty much woke up out of my sleep crying because like I was just talking to him. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in stuff like that. And it's been other occasions where, you know, my uncle has we were asleep and he noticed like a white figure, glowing figure with like an aura on the edge of my bed,
angel
with a white hoodie on, like rubbing my leg. And I'm like, why you didn't wake me up? And he was like, I couldn't move. Like, I was stuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I do believe in that stuff. And I believe in, like, you know, with sleep paralysis and like when you sleep and you feel...
you're trying to wake up.
Can't move.
I have done that.
I've been in that a lot of times. Like, I've been laying there and it feel like somebody's under my bed holding the cover. And I can't move, but I can't yell, I can't do nothing. But it's like, it's crazy. So I believe in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just got to stay, you know, prayerful and just be like, you know, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of it because I know what it is in a way. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my...
And it's funny that you said that about your dad, because when my dad passed, my mom lived in the house for a few months before she moved to Texas, after he passed. And we was trying to get her out of that house. Like, Mom, you can't... Like, I literally couldn't even go over there. Like, I felt so bad even when she was moving. I'm like, Mom, I'm not coming over to help you. Like, everywhere I looked in the house, I saw my dad. Like, I couldn't do it. I would go to the bathroom and look back, and look right across from the bathroom was his room, and I would look and I'd be like, I know he ain't there, and every time I just had to look. But one night my mom was there and she called me the next day and she was like, Rabbit is my family name, but she was like, your dad came to me last night, and she was like, she was woke though.
Yeah.
She was like, she heard his voice clear as day.
Yeah.
And he was like, babe, I'm all right. It's so beautiful here.
Yeah.
He was like, don't cry, I'm good. He was like, I'm okay. And so while you saying that your dad came to your mom and said that, I'm like, what is that? Like, I know that's confirmation. I know people used to always say if you have a dream about the dead or deceased, like, and it's like you're on the phone with them or something like that. A phone call, it's like a phone call from heaven, and they're basically letting you know that they're okay. Yeah, if it's a phone call. And when I had a son that passed away in '08, and I had a dream about being on the phone call with him, and I was talking to him, it was weird. And my mom was like, that's his way of telling you that he's okay. So, I mean, I believe in it's some kind of connection. Like, when people say they watching over you, like, my mom is a minister, so I always grew up in the church, all that. So she said that when you pass on, the people that are in heaven, they can still see what we're doing on this side of the world, but they just can't come back. They can't cross over, but they can still watch over. They're still seeing what we're doing. So when I go to the funeral, or not the funeral, but the graveyard, like, it feels so weird for me. Like, I can't I'll be sitting there like, yeah, Dad, or even when my son passed, I'll be sitting there talking, but I felt dumb. Like, I just feel dumb sitting there. But if I'm sitting on my bed or sitting on my couch and I'm just talking like, yeah, Dad, I miss you so much, or crying, whatever, like, I feel him more around me like that than I would do at a cemetery. Like, I watched you die. Even when I seen him in a funeral home, I'm looking at him, I'm like, this don't look like my daddy. Like, this ain't my... Like, I imagined myself, you know how you go to the funeral home the day before, or the day of the viewing, and you got to see the body before everybody else do? Like, I imagine myself just collapsing. I said, I know I'm going to go in here and faint. And I went in there and I'm just like, this ain't my daddy. Like, I couldn't believe, like, it just wasn't registering. Even now, I'm looking at the pictures, I look at him almost every day, and I just be like, you know.
So that was just his physical body.
Yeah. So I'm like, his spirit been gone. When we saw him in that hospital, when he first had passed, she was like, I knew his spirit was gone. He was nowhere lingering, not even lingering around the room. He was gone, automatic. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that you say that, because I stopped doing that as well. Because I used to go to my dad's gravesite all the time. But then after a while, I'm like, it's just an empty vessel. Like, his body is here, but his spirit is not here. Like you said, I feel more comfortable just sitting at home talking to him. That's just like comparison to how they say going to church every day makes you get into heaven better. But in the day, I feel like we're the temple, we're the church. You know what I'm saying? We're the walking church. So therefore, me talking to the grave is talking to an empty vessel. Me walking every day, doing whatever I do, talking to him at home, that's me really connected with him. Because, you know, you don't want to see that's the last sight you saw of your father like that. That's not the part you want to remember. You remember the good times and the times you had. So therefore, when you're doing everyday things and talking to him, it's more like you have a connection with him than going to the actual gravesite. Like reincarnation and stuff like that. So Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
You hear me?
Yes. You got me all over emotional over here. And
Let me get a tissue. The air blowing in
see,
here.
that's that whole Quavo today.
You feel me?
You know, we got the titties and the tacos down packed, but it's the about to go.
Titties, tacos, and tears.
He got the tattoos out and the tears got to go. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Fix it. Let's promote. We got all this nice stuff on sale, y'all. If you are out of state, out of Michigan, basically, Texas, Miami, Vegas, hot states, we still got fur flops. We got the short sets. We got purses, bathing suits, all $25 on sale. I have a lot of short sets on this rack on sale. We pushed everything back for the podcast. Don't mind me. We have, this is my newest item right here, which are the sporty sets. I have tons more. I just have not put them up yet. But these are really cute. Of course, this is a small. And they go up to a 2X. I have them in black, gray, pink, red, and the khaki color. So very cute. Girls are getting into those this year. We got the army fatigue jackets. They flare out around you. They have the tie that goes around your waist. We have these nice sporty sets. If you're in Michigan, this is what you're looking for basically right now. Like I say, out of state, hot days that you having. You want to get into the more summer stuff. I wear fur flops almost every day in the summertime. Convenient, throw them on. Yep, they by the dough. Which ones I'm wearing today? The peekaboo showing on the stomach because big girls can wear crop tops too.
Hey.
Period. I'm just classy with mine today. But yes, y'all, get into it. Come shop. I'm here all the time. Big Thick Designs. Or you can shop on the website, www.bigthickdesigns.com. I'll ship it to you no matter where you are. Same day shipping, same day delivery, all that. So we're going to talk about these massages that I'm about to get at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I always trying to make me up early. Why I got to get up early?
Why not?
But I'm saying, yeah, with me, Unknown Secrets, you already know what it is. You can find me on Booksy. Type in Unknown Secrets. I'm in Michigan, but I can come wherever you need to come. Texas, Arizona, Atlanta, wherever you need to come. I'm a traveling masseuse. Just get at me. I'm on Facebook, Unknown Secrets LLC. This is the flyer. Check it out. Get that good zoom in. Holla at your boy. I do facials. I do 60-minute massages, 90-minute massages, 2-hour massages. I got a couple things coming up soon. The cuddle package.
Get into it.
Yeah, and also cater to you package. So yeah, just look out for all the stuff coming out. And yeah, Ariana Flips.
Period. What's up, y'all? It's Real Talk with Tammy.
And your boy Jay, aka Mr. Unknown Secrets.
Period. We thank y'all for coming by today with the Real Talk. Now y'all ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Bah! We out, baby. Catch y'all next week.
Boo Creed. Kimberly Simpson. Ooh. Ooh. She do have extra ones, y'all, if y'all want to tap in. And she only charging $2 a taco. She make a badass corn shell. So y'all better get with her. Kimberly Simpson on Facebook. I tagged her.
She frying, yeah, she frying too. Them young fried shells.
Yeah.